you, my children! It is October 30th, known as Devil's Night. How appropriate, then, that we have a very long story to cover. One that's from hell. This is the story of Jack the Ripper, my children. Or rather, a theory about Jack the Ripper that, well, most people have discarded, including the writer Alan Moore. However, it does make the stuff of a compelling little story. A conspiracy theory involving the Queen of England and other members of the royal family. It's not a mystery story at all. It comes out and tells you right away who Jack the Ripper was. Sir William Gull, a royal physician who knew how to take care of problems for Her Majesty. We even get to see Gull's life as he grows up, and how fascinated he was with dissecting small animals and playing with corpses even at a young age. He constantly talks about how he feels God intends some sort of grand purpose for him and for everyone else, though it takes him a while to discover his own. And why the Ripper murders? Well, to begin, Prince Albert Victor had himself a little affair with a commoner, not that she knew who he was, named Annie Crook, and fathered a child with her, mostly thanks to his friend Walter Sickert introducing the two. Annie Crook is placed in an insane asylum and operated on to keep her from talking, while Albert's daughter is given to Annie's parents. However, a local prostitute, Marie Kelly, knows about the royal baby and what happened between the prince and Annie Crook. She and a group of other prostitutes are in need of money due to some extortion foisted upon them and decide to blackmail Walter Sickert with the information. And Sickert himself already feels sick over the entire thing. Because Sickert has no money, he is forced to bring this matter to the attention of the Queen, who takes it upon herself to once more hire Gull to settle things. As you might imagine from a man so casually committed to creating murder and destroying people, Gull does not believe that killing these women is but a simple job for the Queen. No, murder itself is far too common a thing. This is a grand work. Their deaths must be full of symbol and myth and power, and killing them is not about just doing work for the Queen, but rather a ritual to keep womankind from dominating men, preventing them from ever gaining power. He speaks of the history of supposed matriarchies, of women worshipped as mother goddesses for being able to produce children, of the history of London and so-called reason and rational thinking that is nothing but elitism, sexism, and important symbols by the Freemasons. Gull does not seem to grasp the irony of the fact that he is only doing this because a matriarch ordered him to do so, but whatever. As you might imagine from someone so morally criminal and, well, believing that murders are a way to keep women from taking power, he is not exactly sane himself. Not that I am saying this should all be ignored, my children. The purpose of all of this is to get into the mind of Dr. Gull, the Ripper, and why he commits his grisly crimes. Hell, most of his explanation I have given you encompasses but the first few chapters of From Hell. The book is far too dense a work to really get into in our mere short time, my children, and better still experienced by you firsthand. I regularly spoil these things because, of course, you can still enjoy most comics, even when I have told you the major plot points, simply because a summary is no substitute for experiencing these works head-on. But in this case, there is too much to cover, too many details and characters to leave for a mere summary. And let's face it, most of you are more interested in just figuring out who Jack the Ripper was and why he did it. But for those among my children more preoccupied with the fine details, like Dr. Gull himself, it is probably best you pick up the large tome and read more for yourself. What becomes of the good doctor, his confidant, the Jack the Ripper letters, and all those other little things that make the good doctor someone from hell. Fact or fiction? Well, undoubtedly fiction. From Hell is a study in terror, my children. One man's terror. The terror of an entire city. And the terror we feel even now with a name that lived beyond him.